Hi everyone, so I thought it was time to do my April favourites video just at the beginning of May, so I am a little bit late with it. I haven't done a favourites video for a while. Basically I was just trying to get a lot of things onto my blog and concentrate on that for a little bit, and I've only really just started to get back into doing videos and trying to build the videos up and things like that. So anyway, I'm in the spare room. We don't have a blind in this room, so there's a lot of natural light comes from here. We do need to get a blind. But anyway, so if you can see mega weird lighting going on, that is why. So, first thing on my April favourites list is this Maybelline Rocket Volume Mascara. I think I've mentioned this before in a favourites video when I last did a favourites video, I think. This probably would have featured in it. I love this mascara, it's really good. And it basically does not budge and it gives you fantastic lashes, so that has been a favourite of mine this month because I've been using that a lot. Second thing, wand wise, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. I got this from Cult Beauty and it's the Tinted Brow Gel, and it's for brunettes. I got the brunette one. My eyebrows, they are dark but they're not, they're a weird colour. And literally I have gone back to more near to my natural shade of hair colour at the top, and then obviously it's slightly ombre at the ends. So I decided to get the brow gel for brunettes. I do like this, it's really good. Basically your brows do not move once you've applied this, they just don't move. But the only thing is the wand for me is a little bit too big for me. That's the only downside to this that I have of it, and sometimes it makes it, it's probably just me being a complete application noob of a person, but when I do try to apply it sometimes I end up with blobs of it all over the place just because the wand's too big. But other than that, I do love it. I like the colour as well, it's a good match for my hair that it is now when it's down. Anyway, blusher in Bittersweet. Don't really have much to say about this because I've said quite a lot about it already on my blog, which I will link below, and I think in my 5 things for spring video I mentioned this, and it's like I said, the MUA cream blusher in Bittersweet. I love this. Basically for £2 this product is just brilliant. I've got the different colour on today. What's it called? Dolly. I've got Dolly on today and I do like that, but this is by far my favourite one. It's just brilliant. It's like a bright pink, but it blends out to give you a lovely, like, flush to the cheeks. It's just brilliant. And for £2, I mean, you know, £2 is, I absolutely love this. And this has got to be, it might be a holy grail item. Touch. We'll see. Bold claims if it is a holy grail item, we'll see. Foundation wise, I only just got this right towards the end of April, but I love it. And it's the Revlon Nearly Naked foundation, and I have in the shade Ivory. This has been raved about so much in the blogging world, and I was a bit like, don't know about it. Basically because it's not got a pump on the top of it. You pour it out of the bottle, which is a bit awkward to apply, and basically some of the booths that I've been in, they haven't really had a shade. Like Ivory just didn't seem to be the lowest shade that they did, and I couldn't really find one, and then I ended up finding the Ivory, and ahed over it, but basically decided just to give in and buy it, and I got it on the 3 for 2 with a couple of the new lip butter products. I love it. I likened it to, in the Revlon 3 for 2 mini haul video that I did, I likened it to, I'm going to turn this a bit because this is a bit annoying. I think that's a bit better. Yeah, that might be better. I likened this to the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation. For me, it is actually better than the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation. And considering the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation is probably 3 times the price of this, I would say go for this over the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation. I think it is wise to invest in a good base and good skincare and stuff, and it's worth spending a bit more money on it than say the likes of, say, the MUA blusher, which was £2 and it's a blusher. However, what I find is, even though you research and you try it and then you end up buying something a bit more expensive and you put the investment into it, if it doesn't do what it claims to do, you end up feeling massively disappointed, and then you've spent a bit of money on something that doesn't work and something that doesn't give you what you want it to give you. So I would say, if you're looking at the likes of the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation, I would more than likely invest in this Revlon Nearly Naked foundation over that. I have the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation and it's gone really weird on my skin. I wore it last year and it seemed to be fine on my skin. Obviously your skin changes. I wore it last year. I wore it for when we got married and it was great. It's a fantastic match for my skin tone. But at the moment, it is just not sitting well on my skin at all. It just melts and goes horrible and all sorts of things. This stays a lot better. I mean, it's not the most long-lasting foundation that I've ever tried. It's not like, say, the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light foundation, which lasts basically, does not budge off your face. But this is, if you're looking for a lightweight foundation, sort of like a tinted moisturiser, but obviously with more coverage, this is definitely one to go to, and it's something like £8-9, so you don't feel like, if it didn't do what it says that it's going to do, that you would be particularly robbed of your money. So far I've worn this every day since I got it, and obviously I got it towards the end of April and I really like it. I don't think it'll last that long because it's a you pour it out. And I seem to need quite a bit of it, and it's hard to tell where it is down there, but I don't know whether it'll last very long. However, I think it'll definitely be one that I pick up again. And because it's glass, it actually feels more luxurious than it actually is, which is always a bonus. And there's MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and in the natural finish, and it's in the shade Light. I really like this as a finishing powder. It's slightly marbled, as you can see, and I think if you get the shimmer finish, that's more like the highlighter finish, whereas this is obviously the natural finish, so it's more like the pressed powder, but obviously because it's mineral based, it's feels a lot nicer on your skin. My throat's going a bit funny. So anyway, I've been loving this as a pressed powder, and it can look a touch cakey if you put too much on, so I've just been dusting it over the forehead, down the nose and around the chin area, and leaving basically my cheeks more of a natural dewy finish. So, but I've been loving this. I think it's a really great pressed powder. Wise, I wore this I think at the beginning of April. I have worn quite a few nail varnishes throughout April, but I really like this one, and it's the Jelly High Shine Nail Paint by Barry M, and it's the colour Bluebell. I think it's Bluebell, yeah, really like this. And I've got another Jelly High Shine colour on at the moment. This is in Grapefruit, and I really love this. This is like a very muted neon pink colour, because it is slightly neon, but it's because it's more of a muted neon pink colour, so I really like that. But this Bluebell one is just amazing. It looks fantastic on the nails. It's like a powder blue, but it's got like that neon edge to it. It's really weird. These Jelly High Shine colours are just brilliant. But I love this. It's more like it is like a neon powder blue colour. It's the only way I can describe it, but it looks fantastic on the nails, and it's great for doing a bit of nail art with. So, and these are like something like £3-4. The only thing I don't like about the Barry M ones, and I think I've said this on my blog, I went off the Barry M nail varnishes because of the brush, and that is the downside to these. I love the colours of these, the High Shine ones, but I don't particularly like the brush because it's that thin. And I have had a couple of gloop incidents. Basically how I do my nails is I have a tin full of like my naily stuff, such as my base coat, my top coat, and all of like things to do my nails with, like my buffer and things like that. So, and then I use the lid of that when I'm painting my nails, and it's a good job I do because I've glooped these everywhere when I've been doing my nails, so you couldn't really sit with it on your knee and do with it like that because it gloops. Bumble Surf Spray. This is the travel size ones, and you can pick Bumble and Bumble up now in larger boot stores, which is really good. And I think I've only ever tried one thing from Bumble and Bumble before, and I can't remember the name of it, but it obviously wasn't cheap when I got it. My sister uses Bumble and Bumble hair shampoo in that quite a lot, and I don't know, it is quite expensive if you're not going to know how it's going to be, and that's how I felt about this surf spray. I was thinking, is it going to be that good? Because obviously the larger size is quite expensive, and I'm like, I don't really want to spend that much if it's not going to be good. Now, this isn't exactly cheap either, considering the size of it, which is a 50ml, great for travelling, but it isn't cheap. It's something like £9 for like this size. However, I'd prefer to spend just under £10 on something to see what it's like, rather than the full price of the bigger one, to find that it doesn't work that well. And there's still quite a lot of this left, and I've used it quite a lot as well. I think every time I've washed my hair I have sprayed a bit of this on. It gives a fantastic texture. It's like a wet matte texture. It's really weird. You can definitely feel like salty grittiness to the hair, and it gives it a fantastic textured feel. And my hair is like about here now. I've had it chopped to basically all one length, apart from the odd layers when it was laid that need to grow out, so it's all one length. I've obviously got a little bit of a side fringy thing going on as well, but this gives an amazing texture, especially with you've got the colour and the ombre and stuff, and I love it. It's fantastic. You spray it on, and it's literally, when you spray it on, it's like I say, it's like a wet dry texture. Great for creating that beachy vibe if you want it, or when you've blow dried it and then straightened it a little bit, it just adds that bit more of a messy vibe to it rather than a polished look, which is what I'm all about at the moment. I'm not really keen on the polished look on me at the moment, so I'm going more for the beachy texture vibe thing, and this is definitely worth the money. And probably when it runs out I will invest in the larger one, because I know now that it works. And I've seen on Anna from Viviana Does Makeup, her blog, that they are bringing out like a surf, or they've brought out a surf shampoo and conditioner, so I might have a look at that, because in the larger boot stores they have obviously the full range of stuff, but they've also got everything, well, more stuff in travel size. So if you're not sure, try like, oh, just hit some back to my glasses, try them in the travel size, and I think that's what I might do with the shampoo and conditioner of this range. But yeah, this is definitely worth the hype that surrounds it, worth its weight in gold, so I would say to definitely get one if you're thinking about getting it. So the last thing that I've got is more medicinal than beauty wise, and it is this Deep Heat in spray form. Basically, I'm on a mission obviously to lose some weight and get a bit of fitness as well, and I've taken up running. Now running, I'd say running in brackets, more of a jog than a run. However, I went out twice last weekend, I think it was, and literally I went out on the Saturday and then the Sunday. I couldn't really walk that well on the Sunday because the muscles in the top of my legs were killing. By the Monday I literally was hobbling like I could have used a Zimmer frame. Literally it was pain every time I sat down, every time I was trying to get up, go up and down the stairs. It was agony. So I fished out a tube of Deep Heat that we had in our like little medicine box thing, put some of that on, and it was way out of date. It was absolutely, I think it was like from 2009 or something where it ran out, so it's like 4 years out of date or something. So I went out and bought this in spray form. Now this was brilliant. I mean, I put this on, I got this, I think it was a couple of days after but my legs are still killing after the third day, so I put some of this on, and this just eased them right up. You've got to be really careful with this though. If you put too much on, it burns like hell, which is why it is called Deep Heat. It just burns like hell. So this is really good for like muscle aches and things like that, and at the moment I'm suffering really badly with a trapped nerve across my shoulder. Now I don't know whether you're supposed to use this for trapped nerves. It's more for pains in your muscles after you exercise and your strains and sprains and stuff, but I keep hitting myself on my glasses. But yeah, been putting a bit of this on my shoulder and then rubbing it in, trying to relieve, trying to like basically get out this trapped nerve in my shoulder. But basically you can, if you do exercise or if you're just starting to do exercise, basically you've got to break your muscle down to obviously build muscle up. You've got to like really work it to build muscle up, but obviously that can be painful, and I am not fit at all, and I'm really not fit. So obviously doing more exercise, it's gonna hurt because I'm not the fittest person in the world. So this is gonna be my saving grace from now on. Obviously the more jogs / runs that I do and things, and the muscle aches that I get, this is gonna be the saving grace. So this is my medicinal monthly favourite. So yeah, that's the end of my favourites for this month, and I'm gonna try and do a few more videos, and I'm actually gonna maybe try and do some vlogs on this channel as well of just stuff that we do that it's gonna tie in with my blog on Tumblr, which I will obviously link below. And yeah, I think that's it, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.